Yeah, it's rolling.
Good. Shalom, shalom. We're going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory.
YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI.
The belongings to our teachers, the head apostles, and elders of the Muslim, and salutations to Akim that's out there listening, pushing for this word with truth and sincerity, and a few Akwat as well that's listening with sincerity. I'm the brother Machaya.
This is Zabak Tazadak.
Brother Shaquat.
Today, just coming back to you guys, with the lesson. I'm going to stop the mic.
Okay, so basically we're going to go into a topic pertaining to how the GMS Boston camp, they made a comment pertaining to how our people chose Esau. They chose Barabbas, which is a representation of Esau Edom, because he was a murderer and a liar and a thief. All right, so they sided with that devil, with that demon, instead of choosing YAHAWASHI. All right, we're going to go into that topic, and Lord willing, we'll be edified.
This is Matthew 27 and verse 1. When the morning was come, all the chief priests and elders of the people took counsel against YAHAWASHI to put him to death. And when they had bound him, they led him away and delivered him to Pontius Pilate, the governor.
So we're going to go into it. Like they wanted to put YAHAWASHI to death, but again, why put him to death since YAHAWASHI never sinned? Yeah. Death is a consequence of breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. Yeah. There are sins that are unto death, but YAHAWASHI never committed any sin that was unto death. So why did they seek to kill the Lord? Bring that out. That they hate the light.
Right.
Okay. Also, I believe there was an incident where it said they were jealous of him. You know?
Yeah.
This is John 3 and 19. It says, and this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Yeah. So their deeds are evil. They're wicked. At the end of the day, they rebuke. They're rebelling against the Lord by going against the Son. Okay. How can you be a man of the Lord if you're going against the YAHAWASHI? Okay. They hate the light. That's why their deeds are evil. That they hate the light because their deeds are evil.
Verse 20 says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deed should be reproved.
Yeah, they don't want to be changed. They don't want to conform to the laws, statutes, and commandments. They don't want to conform to the ways of YAHAWASHI. They don't want to be reproved. It says, he that rebuketh they hate him that rebuketh at the gate. They hated YAHAWASHI. When YAHAWASHI came on the scene teaching the right way, they hated it. Because it took away the light, the fame, the glory from them, and it put it on the truth. Right. And they hated it. Because they sought after the glory of man, the praises of man.
Verse 20, quick jump in?
Yeah.
This is Galatians 4 and verse 16. It says, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Yeah, and indeed, YAHAWASHI, became their enemy because he was telling the truth, man. Because, the truth hurts, man. It tells you, Hebrews, I think it's like 4 and 12, how that the word is powerful than any two-edged sword, piercing to the dividing asunder of spirits and joints and marrow. Is a discerner of the thoughts, if we're paraphrasing. So, yeah, that was, YAHAWASHI was cutting them, man. Because, he was that perfect man. And then when you see somebody that's trying to go after righteousness, and then you have flaws, and then you don't see those flaws within them, you get mad, because he's showing you that, how do I say this? He's showing you your bad traits, and therefore what? YAHAWASHI was the enemy, to the 2/3 of our people, man. That's why at the end of the day, like the brother, stated earlier, they chose Barabbas instead of YAHAWASHI, man, because he was that light.
Again, let's see. Select it. You got it.
Finishing off in John 3 and verse 21, it says, but he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wroth before the Most High.
Yeah. If you're walking in the light of YAHAWASHI, you won't rebuke or you won't go against it. Rather you walk after it. The problem with the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they wanted to rebel against the Lord by going against YAHAWASHI, because they hated the light, they wanted to kill YAHAWASHI, through envy, through jealousy, So they wanted to get that light out of the way because it was a discerner of their thoughts. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. YAHAWASHI is the embodiment of the word. Those scholars, those Pharisees, those Sadducees, and again, not all Pharisees and Sadducees were wicked. Some of them actually believed. But like we said before, they loved the praises of man, and that's why they didn't openly confess that YAHAWASHI was the Messiah.
Right.
But because they loved their position in the world. But then it says Yahawashi is the word. So that being said, he was cutting them with the word. So imagine you're a scholar. You all your life you've been in the books, and now you got this guy that never went to school, and he's cutting you up. So that's why they were always coming to him, trying to cuss him, and Yahawashi even knowing their thoughts, he knew that all the time they were coming in, it was just to trip him up. But that Yahawashi was, because Yahawashi is the word, he overseated them and cut them up.
And that's happening to the prophets today, man. You have your revocable loans, all these different scholars. What's that? Like the guy that said, what's his name again? Dr. Brown. You have those guys, scholars, that learned the Bible. They went to schools for it. And here it is, the Lord chose the foolish guy, men of the world, and gave them this heavenly knowledge. And then them, for free, and then them, they're trying to come and combat that knowledge, man. Just like the brother was saying with the Sadducees, the Pharisees, although, there were our people, but, vocab Malones and them, most likely they're Edomites, But the point I'm trying to bring in is that they're trying to come at us and combat, the truth, man. Because what? The Lord revealed it unto babes, unto the foolish men of the world, man. Right. Men that even go to school for the Bible, man. Right. But here it is, we're going deeper than them. Yeah.
Sure. And that's what aggravates them. That's what, gets them mad. Because like, yo, who are these guys? I've been studying the Bible all my life, but these guys come out of nowhere and, they just pick it up like that, There's a spirit on these guys. And that's why vocab, that's all he has, That's his whole platform, is to go against us, beginning with the apostles,
Because we speak with authority. We don't speak as people that don't know. We have the truth and we exert it. We speak with confidence. We speak because we know what we're talking about. We have the truth. The world doesn't have the truth, right? And that's why they said, oh, how can he? Why is it, we perceive that how can they speak boldly, perceiving that they have no knowledge, no education, So they look at us through a physical lens. They look at us by our appearance. They judge us according to how we look, but not according to the knowledge. They look carnally.
Right. Khan, real quick, this is John 7:15. It says, "And the Jews marveled, saying, How knoweth this man letters, having never learned? And Yahawashi answered them and said, My doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me." You see, so there was the Heavenly Father, Yahawah, that, or YAHAWASHI, that gave us this doctrine. That's pretty much
this is Acts 4 and verse 13. It says, "And now now when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, they marveled, and they took knowledge of them that they had been with Yahawashi." They saw like the brother was saying earlier, the boldness, the confidence that we're coming in, preaching the word, man. Us, we stand firmly for what we believe in, man. Right. There's no if or buts in our mind. There's no doubts. There's no second thoughts, man. Matter of fact, scriptures speak about when you preach the word, you have to speak like the oracle of the Most High, roughly paraphrasing. Like you believe in what you're preaching, man. And when they saw Peter and John, man, hey, they marveled, man, because they were bold, probably, pointing the finger, spitting, all emotional about it, putting all their mind in it, man. And that's how we do it in this day and age, man. When brothers out there in the highways and hedges making videos, brothers are into it, man. Brothers might get excited, you get a particular precept, you get all excited, you start butchering the precept because what, you're into it, man. Right. But these are the people, they're not into the Bible, like we are into the Bible, man. Right. Us, we live this, man. Right. Each and every day, brothers are reading, watching videos, man. We live it, man. You apply precepts in your day-to-day life, man. We're immersed with the truth.
Right. Ezekiel 3 and 7. I'll start at 8. "Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house." So the fact that they're being stubborn in unrighteousness, stubborn in vanity, we're being stubborn. We're rooted in this truth. We're being firm. Pertaining to the doctrine, we're not in righteousness. We're not gonna move, because we have respect to a person. We don't care who's standing in front of us. But it says, "Cry aloud and spare not." We're gonna tell you the truth according to thus said the Lord.
Yeah, raw, man. There's no sweet. You know how like you drink yayan, you know, at times you might add a chaser to it. Us, we don't add any chaser to the truth, man.
Yeah.
You know, just give it to you raw, man.
Yeah.
You know, because what when Ezekiel Ezekiel ate the roll, you know, it's not like John ate the roll. It was what sweetness in his mouth and in his belly was bitter, man. So we have to give it to our people just like that, man. Bitter and sweet, man. You know, we don't care if you want us to prophesy smooth things unto you, man. If you want to hear smooth things, go to the Christian church, man.
Right.
Go to these other camps that's preaching about prosperity, man. You know, not warning about the destruction to come. Go to them, man. But if you come here, man, we're gonna tell you the truth raw, man.
Right.
You know, we don't care about feelings, man. Hey, Yahawashi didn't care about feelings. That's why they hated Yahawashi. You know, well, Yahawashi will tell you straight to your face, man, what you're doing wrong, man. How you're sinning, man. Each and every day he was rebuking the Pharisees, the Sadducees, man, saying, "Oh, you made the outside of the cup clean, but inside you're full of extortion of dead men's bones, man." Yo, imagine that somebody tell you that, man. Yo, come on, man. That's an insult, man. That's why, hey, they had, you know, their plans to take Yahawashi down, man. You know, if we leave this man alone, he's gonna take our place.
This is John 11 and verse 47, and it says, "Then gathered the chief priests and Pharisees a council, and said, What do we? For this man doeth many miracles. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him."
So again, they couldn't deny the works.
Yeah.
But because they were blinded, because the Lord wanted them to be blinded, they couldn't perceive that, yo, this guy is actually working with the Lord, is dealing with them.
Yeah.
You know, because they had the pride, because they had a status in this world, and that position was in jeopardy because of Yahawashi.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
says,
so like if I may add real quick, you know, they didn't want to give up their status.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't want to give up their position, man.
Yeah.
You know, they viewed Yahawashi as the enemy. You're messing with my money.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Jake with them in the drug, you know, business. You know, a
don't
new
like
guy
that.
comes on the block.
I don't
You know,
like
he's
that.
taking the customers. You're like, yo, this guy's messing with my money. I want to do something to him.
Yeah.
You know, they show you in the movie, gets a plan. You know, he drive by, you know, shoots up the guy, you know, to scare him. You know, hey, that's the same mentality these wicked Pharisees and Sadducees were in, man. You know, they viewed Yahawashi as he was messing with his money. Hey, did not Yahawashi come in the temple and whip them niggas because they were exchanging the money?
he flipped the tables.
He flipped the tables, man, whipped them. Come on, man. Yeah, he was messing with their money, bro.
Yeah. They didn't like that.
You know?
It says, if we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans shall come.
So like the fact that they didn't want to, what did John say? I must decrease and he must increase. They didn't want to decrease. They wanted to stay on the level.
Right.
Yeah.
Now knowing that, yo, Yahawashi is the one.
Yeah, he's the head.
He's the head.
Yeah.
Why you want to stay on top of the head? You don't even know like what's going on. He has the answer. He's supposed to be in control. You want to be in control instead of him, while you're completely in blindness, while you're completely in darkness. So like it, you know.
Yeah, that's why a lot of these camps, you know, right now I'm thinking about IUIC, you know, the great bishop, Nate. You know, that's why, you know, he's not pushing forth the names of Yahawashi, man. You know, he has that God complex in a sense. You know, you know, like, you know, you know what I mean? You know, walking like, yo, he could heal anybody. You know, he could save himself, man.
That spiritual powers.
Yeah, come on, bro. Yeah, he's not
guy.
pushing forth Yahawashi. He's pushing forth Jesus Christ. You know, because ultimately, he doesn't want to give up his status, man. You know,
his money.
But he doesn't understand that Yahawashi is that true jewel, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it says, if we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
So that was the whole conspiracy started, man. That you know, because they didn't want to lose their position. Now they plot. I think it says now they consulted how to put him to death. I think it says that there.
Yeah. Come on. It says verse 49. It says, and one of them named Capias, being the high priest that same year, said unto them, Ye know nothing at all, nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people, and that the whole nation perish not. And this spake he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yahawashi should die for that nation.
Keep going.
It says, verse 52, and not for that nation only, but also he should gather in one. It says, and not for that nation only, but that also he should gather together in one the children of the Most High that were scattered abroad.
Speaking of the Gentiles,
Right.
and that proves again that Yahawashi only came for the Israelites.
Yep.
Yeah, but that I believe.
Yeah,
if
the
you
next
keep going,
verse. Verse 53, it says, from that day forth they took counsel together for to put him to death.
Yeah. So since that council that they had, from that council until the time that Yahawashi was brought in front of Pontius Pilate, that was their whole purpose: how to put this man to death, regardless, and that's how you know they're hypocrites. But because according to the law, like I said before, death is only punishable because you broke the laws.
Yeah.
But Yahawashi never broke the law. Okay. So their whole conspiracy was to take away the light from the earth because they hated the light. You can go back to that Matthew 27.
Matthew 27 and verse 2 again, and it says, and when they had bound him, they led him away and delivered him to Pontius Pilate, the governor. Then Judas, which had betrayed him, when he saw that he was condemned, repented himself and brought again the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and elders, saying, I have sinned that I have betrayed the innocent blood. And they said, what is that to us? See thou to that. And he cast down the pieces of silver in the temple and departed and went and hanged himself.
Yeah, just a quick side note, even Judas is going to be in the kingdom of YAHAWAH. He's going to come back, in his right mind. It shows you, even at that time, he repented. So, but again, there's no repentance for Isa Edom, though.
Verse 6, it says, the chief priest took the silver pieces and said, it is not lawful for to put them into the treasury, because it is the price of blood. And they took counsel and
so like you see how the hypocrisy, they're thinking about, don't that's the price of blood, don't put it back in the treasury, let's buy it. Their mind was not directed to the right things. They were thinking about the money, they were thinking about the carnal aspect of things, man. It says the judgments, they didn't the cares of they didn't put it into practice, the cares of the widows and things of that nature, establishing judgment. Roughly paraphrasing, but regardless, their mindset was not according to the spirit, but according to the flesh. Because at the same time they were about to put an innocent man to death. But they're talking about how don't put the money in the treasury because that's wicked. Which one is more wicked?
They're the ones that gave the money to Judas
in the first place.
Hypocrisy.
It's not like they couldn't. All that happened according to prophecy, according to the will of the Lord.
Verse 7, it says, and they took counsel and brought with them the potter's field to bury strangers in. Wherefore that field was called the field of blood unto this day. Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremiah the prophet, saying, and they took the 30 pieces of silver, the price of him that was valued, whom they of the children of Israel did value, and gave them to the potter's field, as the Lord appointed me.
You see, so it says, regardless of what side you play on, whether in the left hand or on the right hand, you're gonna play your role. Everything that we do is according to the will of the Lord. Prophecy must be accomplished, and Yahawashi came to fulfill the prophecy. So everything that happened was according to prophecy. That's
just make a quick point, because you said earlier how that Yahawashi is that ultimate jewel, that ultimate, priceless jewel, man. At the end of the day, if they submitted themselves unto Yahawashi, man, they would have gained higher status that they had, man. They would have probably most likely been, one of the elect. But what, they chose rather, to go the other way, to choose the riches of this life, man. The riches of this life passeth away, man. There's a reason why in Hebrews, 11? In Hebrews 11, where, let me know when you get it. When there's a reason why Moses, he forsook to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, man.
He saw ahead, bro. He saw ahead.
Hebrews 11 and 24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the...
So like, he chose rather to suffer affliction.
No.
He chose rather...
choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season.
See, it's for a season, man.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, all the heathen rulership, they're going to come to an end, man. And we're the last heathen rulership. They're all going to come to an end. The only kingdom that's going to be eternal is our kingdom, man. And whenever Yahawashi gives you your status, you're going to have it forever, man. So those wicked scribes and Pharisees, man, they lack faith ultimately, man. Because it takes faith for you to see the prize that's ahead, man. They couldn't see it. Yeah, it takes vision. But hey, Moses, he saw that, man. Hey, Moses, he was living good, man. Yo, you are the son of Pharaoh's daughter. He was the son of Pharaoh's daughter, man. He was in the king's court, eating the king's food, probably wearing purple, Hey, last time, the class lesson, the brother Napash said, if he's not mistaken, that Moses was supposed to be next in line to be the next Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Hey, Moses had a good status, man.
Yeah.
But what? He saw the vision ahead. He saw what Yahweh had to offer rather than the treasures of Pharaoh, man. Treasures that's going to last forevermore, man. Yo, there's multiple precepts about the blessings that, matter of fact, in Deuteronomy 28:1, it tells you how that the blessings are going to overtake us when we follow the laws, man. And there's multiple blessings, man. Hey, but Proverbs 8, Salaki, Proverbs 8, there's a precept, where it says that Yahweh said, riches and honor are with me, man. Okay? Riches and honor are with Yahweh, man. Ultimately, in Proverbs, it's King Solomon that wrote it, which, in the spirit, Yahweh is King Solomon. But he said what? Riches and honor are with me. And Moses, he saw that. He saw the riches and the honor. And he chose to go with Yahweh rather to go with Pharaoh. But the wicked scribe and Pharisees, they couldn't see Yahweh as the ultimate price. Because once again, they lacked faith. They only saw what's in front of them, the status that they had right then and there, in the present time.
It says, this is John 5 and verse, I'm going to start at 43. It says, I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him you will receive.
So like Yahweh came in the name of the Lord.
Yeah.
Did not Moses say, I will send an angel in front of you, and him will ye hear?
Hear ye him. Yep.
Hear ye him. I will
obey his voice.
Obey his voice. There's another precept that says that I will raise up
from among your brethren.
From among your brethren. Okay. That's Yahweh. The problem with the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they were stuck on Moses.
Yeah,
the laws is the schoolmaster.
Yeah.
Yahweh is the next level, and they didn't graduate to the next level. They were, for you to go to the next level, you have to go through Yahweh.
Yeah.
This is Deuteronomy 18 and verse 18. It says, I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. The prophecy about Yahweh. That's why in the book of John, if I'm not mistaken, the people said, is this the son of Joseph?
Yeah.
Because what? Yahweh came in the flesh like a normal man. He had a mother and father. If you don't believe it, he had a mother and a father,
Yeah.
They had sex. Yeah, they had sex for Yahweh to come.
Yeah.
That's why they said, isn't this the son of Joseph? Because they grew up with Yahweh, man. It's just like, you grew up on the block, there's this little youngin, you see him grow up. Oh shit, that's such and such kid. It's the same thing, man, because it was a small community, man. As us as a people, we're a big family, man. Wherever that we're dwelling in, you might call a particular person, this is my brother, man. But you might have not the same father, the same mother, but since you guys knew each other for so long, you consider each other as family, man. But the point being is that what? Yahweh came in the flesh, that's the prophecy being fulfilled in Deuteronomy 18 and 18, that he will raise up a prophet from among them like unto them, the son of Joseph, Yahweh.
Okay, so like the 2/3, as Yahweh said, a prophet had no honor except in his own house, among his own people. Of course there is the election that's going to hearken, and hear the words of Yahweh and submit to the will of the Lord, but the 2/3 are blinded. Like the brother said, they were stuck on the level that they only trusted in Esau Edom. Because Esau, they thought that their power, the only way that they could stay on the level is by submitting themselves to Esau Edom. And that's why they chose Barabbas. That's why they said, the brother's going to go into it, but that's why they said, Caesar is our only king.
And what proves that dynamic is because when Barabbas was what? A thief and a robber. And what's Esau known as? A thief and a robber, man. So that's basically symbolic for them choosing Esau over Yahweh.
I'm just get this.
It's like even the fact that Yahweh is innocent, they knew he was innocent. They had to bring out false witnesses. The fact, just the whole process, the whole how do you say that process of accusations were fraudulent. All the whole basis of those accusations were based off lies. It says how many sins they committed just by bringing Yahweh in front of the jury, in front of Pilate. You know, they had to produce false witness. They had to lie. They
Evidence,
had to,
yeah,
you
false
know,
evidence,
false evidence. You know, and it tells us don't be a false
Yeah,
witness. Don't
yeah.
shed innocent blood.
The
No,
Lord.
you know, yo, come on. And these guys they're talking about the law.
That's crazy,
You
bro.
know, and that shows you how deep these guys were, and how deep those wicked Jakes were deluded. You know, thinking about their position, thinking about the vanity of life, rather than to think about the kingdom of Yahawah Shem Shai.
I'm just gonna get this real quick because the brother said how they wanted to release Barabbas was a thief and a robber, tying it in with Esau Edom. Because we always get John 10:10, which I'm gonna read. This is John 10:10. It says, "The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly." And we always use this precept for Esau. Is that ultimately that's what he is, man? He's a thief. He's a robber. Look at his track record, man. Everywhere he goes to steal the natural resources. Still take other people's land, right? Micah 2:1.
Yeah.
They covet fields, they take them by violence. That's the whole model of Esau, man. He's a thief and a robber, man. That's why in Job 30.
So like a murderer too.
Good. That's why in Job 30 it says he was a vagabond. They cried after him as after a thief, man, because he's a thief. And ultimately, tying it in with Barabbas, man.
Right. Which doesn't make sense because they wanted Barabbas to be released, but he was gonna come out to do the same thing.
Yeah.
To be untrustworthy. He's gonna kill you, bro. He might kill you, he might kill your son. But you rather choose him than Yahawashi, which is life. That's crazy, bro.
That goes into them making a covenant with death.
Death, yeah, bro. What?
Let's bring that up.
Let me get this real quick.
Okay.
Wow.
This is Hebrews 8 in verse 36. It says, "But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul.
man.
All they that hate me love
Death.
death."
You see that, bro? And who's death?
Yeah.
Esau, Edom, Barabbas, whom they chose.
Yeah, they chose death.
That's crazy, bro.
It tells us, Moses said, again, bringing it back to Moses, because they backed themselves so much off Moses, those Pharisees and Sadducees in those times. Moses said, what? Choose life.
Yeah.
I put before you life and good
that's
and death
crazy,
and evil.
bro.
Choose life.
Woo! And it was set up, bro. You
know?
see that? It was set up literally in the court, in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Life and death, now choose. And they chose death.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo. That's a good point, bro.
Just to bring the point home, death representing Esau. This is Habakkuk 2 and verse 5. It says, "Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home." Tying it in with how he's a thief, he's a murderer, he's a robber, he doesn't keep at home. He has embassies all over the world, man. There's about 710, if I'm not mistaken, U.S. embassies, man. Why? Just stay home, man.
Basra.
Yeah. Scripture speak about don't remove the landmarks, man. Hey, in Deuteronomy 30, I think 30. Yeah, it says the Most High, gave the nations their lots, their inheritances, And then here it is, Esau, he wants everything, man. He doesn't give a fuck about what the Lord established, how that, this piece of land is for Moab, this piece of land is for Japheth, this piece of land is for Elam. He doesn't give a fuck about that, man. He just goes wherever he wants, man, because this guy is fucking greedy, man.
Again, he's adverse to the ways of the Lord. Right. The Lord said he separated the nation, and Esau said, no, we can all live together.
Yeah.
One world.
That's what he's trying to do ultimately. A new world order, that's everybody comes into one.
Yeah.
One world religion, everything one. But here it is. Clearly, the Lord made a separation, man.
Yeah. And that's the way He wanted it to be.
Right. And you can't trust a man like that. So this is Ecclesiasticus, real quick.
Yeah.
36 and verse 26. It says, "Who would trust a thief well appointed, that skippeth from city to city? So who will believe a man that hath no house, and lodgeth wheresoever the night taketh him?" Man. And that's Esau Edom. That's what he does. Like the brother mentioned, he goes into these different countries, sets up his embassies, and basically stamps his foot and saying, "This is me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm here for business. I'm gonna take your resources." Oh, they showed you that in that movie, Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? What was their mindset as soon as they landed? As soon as they got off, what was their mindset? Yo, I'm gonna take over.
They said,
this
7 days?
7 days is light.
Look at them.
What?
Take over 7 days.
That's crazy, bro. That's the mindset of a Edomite,
And again, when they come throughout the whole world, when they stamp when they come into your land, they come with their philosophies.
Right.
They come with their wine.
Yeah.
They come to get you drunk. You know, and again, because he's a violent man,
Right.
he's gonna come with deceit. And if the deceit doesn't work, he'll pull up with the sword,
Right.
and that's where the death comes in.
Right.
You know,
Right. If I may add too, they also try to they try to fucking stamp their mark on the moon, bro.
Yeah.
They deceived the world. It's the same.
Yeah.
They took over the
Yeah,
moon.
yeah.
That you know that can deceive people into thinking that he has power.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one that did that and took over. You know.
Yep. And you know, just to add up to your brother's points, you know, and Esau goes under the guideline of, you know, democracy. You know, he goes to these third world countries. You know, I'm bringing democracy to make the political system of that particular country to work way better.
Yeah, to make them civilized.
Yeah, to make them civilized. Here it is. Before Esau put his foot on the soils, they were good, man.
Yeah,
Everybody was good. But as soon as he comes now, the woman took up their hijab. You know, now they want to drive.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They want to work.
Yeah, they want to work. Brings once again, you know, he said he brings his philosophy, his wine.
Yeah.
You know, feminism, LGBT, you know, all the fucking madness, man.
Matter of fact, you don't have to listen to your husband.
Yeah.
You're the boss.
He's the boss. Just like even the serpent, man.
Yeah,
That shows you that's the same nigga, bro.
That should show you
Esau.
not die.
Yo.
Yeah.
Going back to Habakkuk, just to bring the point home, how Esau represents death. Habakkuk 2 and 5, it says, "Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people." At the point, you know, he's as death, man. You know, ultimately, like we read in Proverbs 8 on the last verse, you know, how that, hey, all they that hate me, you know, love death. You know what? They love Esau, because Esau ultimately represents death, man. Look at the planet Earth, man. You know, shows clearly, yo, this guy represents death, man. You know,
And just as it says, the grave is never satisfied.
Right.
You know, Esau Edom is never satisfied. Even after he has the rulership of the whole world, the earth is given unto the hands of the wicked, but still that is not enough. He wants more, because at the end of the day, what does he want? He wants the blessing that Jacob has.
He wants to take his power outside of to different planets, bro.
Yep.
You know, that's why the Space Force is set up these different things underwater. He wants to go there. You know?
You know, he wants to seek out the stars, he wants to seek out the seas, you know, the deeps. But the Lord has set a limit that he cannot pass,
Right.
man. You know, that goes for the timeline where the Lord is going to destroy this kingdom. That goes into the limits that the Lord has set upon Esau Edom.
Right.
You know, there's a like the brother said, the people believe that he went on the moon, but no, that's a fraud, that's
False.
fake.
Yeah, that's
You
a
know?
part of his power
see?
structure, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know, and why is that? Because the Lord set it up that you can't even, you know, the moon is a light in itself.
Yeah.
You know, you can't stand on a light. You know, you can't set your foot there, you're gonna die. You know.
They didn't even leave the ozone layer.
Yeah.
That's one, bro.
Yeah.
so yeah, you know, already this guy can even freaking say stay 5 seconds when it's like 30 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Because the sun is gonna
How the
fucking
fuck
flame
you
him.
gonna go to the moon,
How the
bro?
fuck did you go to the moon and you know, walk and, you know?
Yeah.
Yo, this guy would have
Houston,
fucking
Houston, we have a
evaporated already,
problem.
bro. It would have been ashes, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking lies, man.
And what also goes to show you that he's trying to take our blessing is the suits.
Yeah.
What are the suits symbolic for? The
Spiritual.
new bodies.
Yeah.
You know?
Through that beautiful girl.
Yeah. You know? We don't when you know, Lord willing, when we get the power, man, we don't need suits.
Yeah.
It's gonna be supernatural, man.
Yeah.
You know? And we will be the Lord will give us access to leave the
Yeah.
ozone layer, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Back to the covenant with death. Isaiah 28 and 14. Wherefore hear the words of the Lord, ye scornful men that rule this people which is in Jerusalem, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. That's the rulers of Jerusalem. It says, among my people are found wicked men. You know, so among our people, you know, like I said, are found wicked men. They made a covenant with Esau Edom. Not pushing forth the word, submitting themselves to the ways of this life. You know, even in the churches, the 501c3.
Yeah.
You know,
Shit.
we're gonna hold the Bible, but we're not gonna tell them the truth. You know,
Yeah.
as long as you cut off our taxes, so that way we can get our bread and we can all win. You know, so it says here, they made a covenant with death and with hell, and are at agreement. So they made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourges shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. So like I said, even the accusations of YAHAWASHI was under lies. You know, they made lies their refuge. You know, even the fact this rulership is a lie.
Yeah.
This whole structure is based off a lie.
Psyop, bro.
But you know, it says what? This is not an arrest. You know, it's telling you, wake up. You know, this is not an arrest. This is not the way. You know, this is not walking after Esau Edom is not walking after Yahawah Bashim Yahushai.
Right.
Wake up and turn back to the Lord.
Right.
But still, they refuse.
Yeah. They made a covenant with death, man.
Yep.
They, once again, tying it with Esau, man. And yeah, in this day and age, man, majority of our people, the celebrities, man, come on, man. That's a clear example of how they made a covenant with death, man. You know, like you stated, you know, the 501c3s, the different pastors that's not teaching the proper way. You know, even these other, you know, Hebrew Israelite camps, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's them making covenant with death, and you know, it said that what they trust in it, they trust in the lies.
Yeah.
That's their how you say this, their stronghold, man.
Safe, hurry up.
You know, they think like when the destruction comes, they're gonna be good, man. Esau's gonna be by their side. You know, yeah, we got you. There's a bunker here for you. Just go inside as well. Esau doesn't give a fuck about you guys, man. He only has bunkers for his family, bro, for his baking family, man.
Oh yes, Jay-Z, Beyonce coming right up, right
coming
up.
right here.
Got a
No,
seat
man,
for you.
there's no fucking seats for you guys, man. Oh, but Salaka, I'm thinking about Simpsons. I remember there was one episode. They were gonna, I think, take a trip to. They were gonna take a trip to Mars or something. I think like that. But
With Elon Musk.
yeah, I think it was that. You know, but only the rich was allowed to go and set the rocket. You know, as far as the rest of the poor, you know, they didn't give a fuck about them, man. Ultimately, Esau, you know, with his bunkers, man, he doesn't give a fuck about you, Jakes, man. You that you signed the contract, you think, yo, Esau got your back, man. He doesn't give a fuck, man. After he uses you, he takes all your how you say that, your talent. You know, he sucks you dry. He leaves you out. He throws you out like a slut, bro.
Right.
You know, he calls you an Uber. You know, go it's
Get
outside.
out of here,
Get out of here.
yeah. Why are you still here? that shows you with those rappers, you know, that let's say they suddenly drop off, you know, they're not booming anymore. You know, and then now you see them smoking crack, doing all sorts of madness, a bunch of tattoos in their faces. You see that with who's that guy, Famous Dex.
Yeah.
You know, he had a good run, and after his run, you know, he's used up, man.
Right.
You know, now he's all through. You know.
And if I may add too, since we're on that topic, you know, the rap, the industry, you know, another thing Esau Edom does is, bro, finesse. You know, the contracts, the way he sets it up. You know, there's
360 deal.
Yeah. You have the 360 deals, and there's also something called an advance in the contract.
Yeah.
You know, if you take an advance, it's really, yo, bro, it's debt.
Yeah, it's
you know, it's debt. It's thick clay. Because what happens is, if you sign that contract for an advance, they're giving you money in advance. But that money that they loan to you, they want it back. You have to pay for that money back. Like, let's say you receive $1 million, you know, as a contract. That's a part of your deal.
Yeah.
The records you make, the songs, the videos, all that profit, it goes to them. It doesn't go to you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
How you supposed to pay them back?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Wow, you know?
It's well thought out.
What? Yo.
So that ultimately, that's death.
Yeah. So there's no point of being a rapper, you know? Yo, bro. You know?
And the worst thing is that they show you, like, they promote it like it's the way of life. You know, they show you the cars, the girls, the party lifestyle. They make it seem like it's a light, but it's not that light because it won't lead you into life. Ultimately, they even tell you, you know, these people look depressed. These people look through because they know that they make the wrong choice.
Right.
You know, once you sell your soul, man, you're basically done, man. Because you have to keep up with the abominations.
Right.
You have to keep doing sacrifices to sit with Esau at the table, man.
Right.
You know?
And not only that, but the different things you have to deal with.
Yeah,
You know, like you're not exempt from traffic, be a celebrity. You know, a paparazzi. Niggas are always watching you, every little move, you know. Bro, there's no point of that. You know, like, what's the point of being a celebrity if you're under stress all the time? You know?
Under the lights all the time.
The lights on you, bro. You know, and a lot of celebrities came out and said that, bro. They're like, yo, fuck this, bro. I'm not even about this, you know. I'm tired of this shit. You know?
I was happier when I wasn't known.
Right, yeah. Because that only lasts so long. You know, that little glitz and glamour moment is when you first, you know, get it. When you first, okay, yo. But then...
It's like a high.
Yeah.
You know,
what's her name? Selena Gomez. Look at her. She made a documentary, you know? Speaking about, yo, fuck this shit. My mental health.
Oh.
That's deep, bro. She's through.
Too much sacrifice. The guilt.
You
know? The guilt, man. It's fucking with her mind, man.
So, my fans, you know, she's just going in, bro. Like, yo, fuck, I wasn't right this whole time.
Shit.
You know? But how did they paint it? That, oh, yo, these guys are living life.
Yeah.
Look at the car. Look at, like the brother said, you know. Look at the jewelry, you know. But really behind the scenes is that's just for the camera, so to speak, you know.
Yeah. Illusions, yeah. The illusions, yeah.
Green screen.
Yeah. And ultimately, that's just to push the agenda of Isa Edom at the end of the day. To make the lower levels, you know, the lower levels citizens to believe that this is where you want to be.
Yeah.
You know, but they're there, they want to get out of there, you know? Yeah, man. So the way of Isa Edom, man, it's just lies, man. You're better off working your 9 to 5, you know, paying your bills, you know,
just being a
having a quiet life, man. You're better off like that, walking in the fear of the Lord, man.
Right. You're a lot happier than celebrities.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs 3 verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
You got it.
Yeah, man, don't envy the oppressor, man. Don't choose of his ways, man. You know, Psalm 73, you know, the song of Asaph, you know, he said, you know, he saw, you know, was envious at the foolish when he saw the prosperity of the wicked. But later on, you go down to verse 18, he said, then went unto the sanctuary of the Lord, I understood their end. So don't choose up their ways, man, because at the end of the day, you know, it's gonna bring forth the death, man. You know.
Isaiah 36 and verse 6, it says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it.
So like that trust goes into their have faith in this society. The same way that Isa Edom in his heart, he thinks that this kingdom is going to be a perpetual kingdom. The same way that our people, you know, being blinded, you know, being blinded by the power of this world, thinks that Isa Edom is the answer.
Yeah, they don't see Esau falling from his power, man.
Yeah.
Jake doesn't see that, man. No matter, you know, you bring all the precepts pertaining to Esau's destruction. You even bring out the definition of Edom. You know, in the Zondervan Bible, how it says Edom is a prominent, you know, of great future judgment, roughly paraphrasing. You bring all those overwhelming evidence out. Jake's like, nah,
he's already done away with. Nah. Esau is already done away with.
Yeah. They can't see it, man.
Yeah.
You know? Because, they really think Esau is going to rule forever, man. The only way they see them, you know, living a good life here is joining hand with them. Yeah. But what does scripture say? Those join hand in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. And if you join hands with them, hey, both of you guys are going to be thrust through. The Lord's going to see you as an Edomite because he chose Esau as your God, man.
And what's going to finalize that stamp?
Hey, the MOTB.
Yeah. Because ultimately, what do you have to do? You have to bow down to the system. Not only bow down, you have to get that digital oil, meaning that Isa Edom is your power. Isa Edom is your owner and your master.
Yeah, he's your daddy.
Basically, you know, that's you making making that step forward, saying, yeah, I forsake the Lord. I have no. We're gonna go into it. I have no other power but Caesar. You know, Caesar is my only king. And that in that sense, you're rejecting YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI. And you know, and there's consequences for that. You know?
It says, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So was Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
Yeah,
so it's gonna go. That's for your own hurt. You know, for your own detriment to trust in this wicked system. At the end of this, like I brought out again, Micah 2:10. This is not your rest, it is polluted. It shall destroy you with a sword destruction. If you don't wake up and come back to this knowledge, come back to your power, you're gonna be destroyed with the rest of the wicked. Like the brother said, the Lord is gonna return and see you just as an Edomite. Okay?
Because that's the covering that you took. Matter of fact, let me look at Isaiah real quick. This is Isaiah 30 in verse 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel but not of me.
So and that rebellious meaning going back to war. Going back to war again against the Lord. Okay? Because our people are stiff-necked and rebellious. Okay?
Isaiah 30 and verse 1, it says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with the covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
So what's that counsel? That's the counsel, that's that covenant with death. That's them counseling with Isa Edom and siding with the devil, writing them to follow after the ways of YAHAWASHI. They're walking according to a different spirit. You know? They're not under the vibration of YAHAWASHI. Right? And that's why they're not going to be protected. You know? Because being faced with the truth, they reject it. It says in Proverbs 1, I called and you refused all my counsel.
Yeah.
So that means what? They chose the counsel of the other side, of the left hand.
Yeah. If I make a quick point, even going into how our people, they rather listen to a so-called pastor that looks white, rather than actually listen to a person that looks like you, man.
Yeah.
Even your own family members, man. Here it is. Hey, you have a great prophet in your household. He has deep mysteries of the Bible, things that your pastor could never fathom to comprehend. But you rather go to him. They tell you you're in a cult.
And ultimately, that's an example of the Lord stretching His hand unto you. But you slap it. It says they pull away their shoulders, and they stop their ears lest they should hear. Because why? They don't want us to preach the truth. They say unto the prophet, prophesy deceit. They prophesy unto us lies. That's what they want to hear. They don't want the truth. You see? That's that movie. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. They don't want it, man. We're telling them, Isa Edom is going to be destroyed. The kingdom is for you. The other nations are going to go into slavery under us. But they don't want to hear that. They want to hear that everyone can come along and get together. They want to hear that Isa Edom, that Jesus is love. And again, they don't want to hear from you. They want to hear from the so-called white man.
Yeah.
Like the brother said.
We've seen an example that, last week at camp, when that Edomite looking guy pulled up, listen again. Jake started stop it. Oh, what's this about? Pull out their earphones, try to listen. Because what? They saw fucking so-called white men there listening, man.
Yeah.
But I want to.
They saw their power. They saw Jesus thing. So it's like, okay, maybe these guys are saying something. But if that so-called Edomite looking person, because we don't know, maybe through the spirit that was an Israelite, them seeing him there, it gave them a comfort, saying, okay, it's for everyone.
Oh, the white man wants to listen.
Okay, so surely they're saying something.
Surely this is something smooth.
Yeah.
Let me get this real quick. I'm gonna go back to Isaiah.
Yeah.
This is Matthew 11 and verse 16. It says, "But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows, and saying, We have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented." It doesn't matter how you approach Jake about it, man. You tell them, about the blessings, about the gospel, which gospel ultimately means, good news. You tell them about the kingdom, the promises, the benefits. They don't want to hear that. They're not going to dance with you. But even if you go to the aspect of, the slavery, the how the Lord punished us, that's us, mourning unto them. They're not going to lament with you, man.
They don't see it.
If the Lord blinded them, there's no matter how you try to go about it, you swerve this way, take a left, take a right. It's not going to work with them, man.
Especially the simple.
Real quick, just backing up your point that you can't satisfy our people. This is Matthew 11 and verse 18. It says, "For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say he hath a devil. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, Behold, a man gluttonous and a winebibber, a friend of publicans and a sinner, but wisdom is justified of her children." You see, so YAHAWASHI, John came not eating and drinking, but YAHAWASHI came eating and drinking. Showing you the both sides. But those two were sent to our people, and what happened? They still rejected both, So there's no way of satisfying our people,
And why is that? Because of the message. Deep down, it's the message. It doesn't matter how you appear to present yourself, but but the message that you speak, that's what they hate. The spirit of truth. That's why it says in 1 John 4 that that's how we know the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. These people are under the spirit of error by not hearkening unto the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Go back to Isaiah 30. Back to Isaiah 30 and verse 2. It says, "Thou walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt." It says, "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion."
Who's the modern day Pharaoh? Isa Edom, the elites of this kingdom. And and Egypt is again the Babylon the Great, but again the wicked has spread himself as a green bay tree. So it says the earth is going to be covered in darkness, and the people in gross darkness. So ultimately, everyone that, if you're not in the truth, if you're not following after Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you're actually walking after the devil. It doesn't matter if you're Buddhist, atheist, whatever. If you're not in this truth, you're satanic at the end of the day. You know. And again, as it says, Pharaoh shall be your shame. Why? Because you're gonna be destroyed. That's the end of it. It says what? The road that leaded to destruction is wide, and many there be that go in thereat and are destroyed. Okay, but the path that leaded unto life is narrow. Okay, and few find it. Okay, so if you have this truth, if you have this understanding, count yourself blessed. You know. You have something? Back to Matthew?
Matthew 27 and 11. And Yahawashi stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, saying, Art thou the king of the Jews? And Yahawashi said unto him, Thou sayest. And when he was accused of the chief priests and elders, he answered nothing. Then said Pilate unto him, Hearest thou not how many things they witness against thee? And he answered him never a word. Insomuch that the governor marveled.
Good.
It says, and he answered him never a word, insomuch that the governor marveled greatly. Now at the feast, the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner, whom they would, and they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore they were gathered together. Pilate said unto them, Whom will ye that I release unto you? Barabbas or Yahweh?
They said he was a notable prisoner. It's like, yo,
He was
this
a
guy's a
known guy.
demon.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you can't, like this, and it says he didn't find any fault. Like, I think there's a, was it that one? It said he find no fault in Yahawashi? Yeah, you say, yo, there's no fault in Yahawashi. And then you say, okay, but this is a notable prisoner. In a sense, he was doing it to see, like, yo, this is just to prove again how wicked our people are.
He emphasized it. He's like, yo, listen, bro, this guy.
Yeah, he's that guy's a demon.
But this guy.
It's like you're saying, this is Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer, bro. You want me to release Jeffrey Dahmer, but keep this guy? That you guys knew since from your birth?
Come on.
From your childhood?
Come on.
He said he was daily in the temple with you teaching.
Come on.
He's blameless, man. But you went Dahmer.
He's white. He's white. So
that's why Pilate said, yo, shit,
I
you guys
want
are
my
crazy.
hands.
Yo, he even said it, you guys are crazy, bro. And his mind, yo, these guys are wild. That's why he said, yo, I'm gonna wash my hands, bro.
And again, it says, I think there's he saw that they envied him. There's a precept that says it's not in that one, but it says they saw that they envied Yahawashi. That's why they wanted.
The one.
Oh, that's the one. Okay, so okay.
Reading on, it says, verse 13. And then Pilate said unto him, matter of fact, it says, verse 16.
Read that notable again.
Verse 16. And they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, Whom will ye that I release unto you? Barabbas or Yahawashi, which is called Hamashiach?
And it says that was a rhetorical question, because the simple and obvious choice is Yahawashi.
Yeah.
You know? And the brother sent it in the group chat pertaining to the judge that sentence that sentence that wicked but that was the Edomite wickedness in this society, but a guy that had many priors, drunk, and someone died because of his fault, he ended up getting 3 years. And Jake, that just because he was trespassing somewhere, they ended up giving him 70 years or something of that nature.
Yeah, he took the fault for his friend getting killed, which was killed by a cop, bro.
Here you go. That's in a sense that's a similar situation, because that young Jake, he was innocent. The time that he has to serve is not comparable to the crime that he did. Trespass. That's a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
He should have been home. He should have been pay this ticket and go home. That's it, or a warning. But again, that shows the foolishness. That shows the hypocrisy of our people, man.
Yeah. It says, reading on, it says, Whom will ye that I release unto you? Barabbas or Yahawashi, which is called Hamashiach? For he knew that for envy they had delivered him.
Yeah.
And it says, when he was set down on the judgment seat, his wife sent unto him, saying, Have thou nothing to do with that just man? For I have suffered many things this day. In a dream because of him. But the chief priests and elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Yahawashi. The governor answered and said unto them, whether of the twain will ye that are released unto you? They said, Barabbas. Pilate said unto them, what shall I do then with Yahawashi, which is called Hamashiach? They all say unto him, let him be crucified.
No cause, blameless, let him be crucified, man. Because ultimately, man, they were demons, man. You know, demons were working in their mind to do that, man. You know?
And again, that crucifixion, it's a horrible way to go, man.
Yeah.
It's a horrible, and was it the Jews that said crucify Yahawashi?
God, when they said crucify him, crucify him.
Crucify him,
Yeah.
they said it. You know,
Let his blood.
you know?
Yeah, let his blood be on us and our children.
No, he could have just been okay. Whip him a little bit, beat him up a little bit, and then send him his way. But no, they said crucify him. You know. And again, it says he suffered unjustly. You know.
And ultimately, it's prophecy. Prophecy has to be fulfilled, man.
Right.
You know, that's ultimately at the end of the day. That's why it happened. You know.
Verse 23 says, the governor said, why? What evil had he done?
Even the Edomites said, "Why? What's going on?" You know. That's wicked.
Yeah.
I thought I was wicked.
I was the bad guy. You know.
Yeah,
That's Creole is
yeah.
more wicked than the...
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, let me
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, even the Edomite marveled. They said, "Yo,
These guys are wicked.
yo."
Okay, let me get this real quick. Bear with me for a minute.
Okay. That's deep, man.
Yeah, bro.
God,
It's like it shows you how left our people at that time were, and even to this day, how much more now? Man?
Yeah, worse.
You know, we got a bunch of little Uzis walking around. You know, a bunch of weirdos, man, bunch of freaks and weirdos walking around, man.
nail polish.
Come on, man. Effeminate men and masculine women, man. The nation of Jake, man. We're completely, as it says, our whole head is sick, man.
Yeah.
Our people are completely upside down, man.
From the sole of the foot to the head, bro.
Fudge, man.
There's
Dude.
no healing of that bruise. Just
Dude,
the
man.
root. Come, this is Jeremiah 5 and verse 28. It says, they are waxen fat, they shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge.
Why are they prospering? Because they're doing the will of the devil. The devil is giving you these benefits for you not pushing for the right the right judgment, for you not doing the right thing according to YAHAWAH. You get those benefits on this side, man.
Yeah. Hey,
You know?
the more wicked you are, the higher you go up the ladder, man.
Yeah.
You know, the more unspeakable acts that you do, the higher you go.
Yeah.
The more that you transgress the laws of the ways of the Lord, the higher you go.
Right.
You know, the more that you're godless, you know, the higher you go, man. That's how it works in the society, man.
Yeah. Shit.
You know?
Even wasn't Little Nas, little Nasty. Didn't he have a photo shoot with one of the Rothschilds? It was him.
I think so.
Yeah, he ended up, he made that song, twerking in front of the devil. And then next on the schedule, next on the schedule is him taking a photo shoot with one of the Rothschilds. What does the Rothschild have to do with this guy? You know? So like the brother said, you do wickedness, you get a seat with the bad guys.
Yep.
You know?
It's a talent show. Who
God.
could do the most wickedness?
Yeah, right now it comes to mind. You know that fucking video of what is that guy, Bobby Schmurda?
Oh yeah.
Shit.
And him at the table,
Just going
Shit.
crazy.
going
Yo.
dumb, stupid. You know?
Retarded.
Yeah,
Literally.
retarded. Yeah, because you know,
Literally.
ultimately, Esau, what does he want to see? How can you keep these people lullabied?
Yeah.
How are you gonna profit me? What can you do? Show me, boy.
Yeah.
You know, and I can do this. You know, you had an era. You know, everybody was doing the Schmurda dance.
Right. They're like the angels of Esau. You
Yeah.
know how the Lord has
The
angels.
soldiers, yeah.
Show me what you could do. You know,
Yeah.
that's what they're doing.
their council. yeah.
That's deep, bro. I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
do this, I can do
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
Esau picks and chooses who
Yeah.
he wants to use.
Yeah.
Glorilla.
Done. So, I mean, that's why, you know, also in the society, man, it doesn't matter if you're talented.
Yeah.
It's if you have influence upon the masses, man.
Yeah.
That's all it goes about, man.
How can I use you?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because mass majority of these rappers, they don't have talent, man.
Yeah.
You know, mumble rap. What the fuck is that, bro? What's the talent?
6'9".
Can you play an instrument?
Shit. What is that?
Can you play the guitar?
Even it goes as far as auto-tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have what? Fucking Ice Spice. Starts filling you. What's the talent? What's this?
What's the message?
What's the message?
Yeah.
What the hell is that
It's
supposed
just
to
because
do for me?
she has influence. That's what Esau wants. If you have influence, if you can blind the masses, then hey, come join the team, man.
Yeah. We can use you.
Yeah, you make the cut, bro.
Yeah.
Quick precept. This is second.
So like, who shall go to? Who shall go down to Jerusalem to deceive that they may fall in Babylon?
That's what it is, bro. Literally, bro.
Who shall go down in Jerusalem that they may fall in Jerusalem?
I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Shmoney.
Check it out. The guy was sweating too, huh? Yo. He poured out his heart, bro.
Brother, he poured it out, bro. He poured out his soul into it, bro. Can.
That was an audition, bro.
Yep. Can. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
That's why. Oh man, that's why it says, "Is this a profession of beauty?"
Yeah.
Look at them. That's what you know.
Yep.
That's what.
Yeah.
Shit.
This is the people. This is the people of God.
Look what he's doing. Look at Bobby. Look at
Fucking
little
monkey.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. True.
Can. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 3. It says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world had blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of Yahawah, should shine unto them. And how does, the God of this world, who is Esau, Edom, how does he do that? He uses our people and puts them in a high, status, to be the celebrities, to be the idols of these people, to ultimately blind them for them to not listen to the truth, man.
Less luminaries.
Yeah, lesser luminaries, man. Whatever, LeBron says, they extol that to the clouds.
Yeah.
Going back to that precept in Ecclesiasticus, when the rich man speaketh, everybody holds his tongue, they extol his speech. But if the poor man speak, who is this fellow?
Yeah.
That's their attitude towards us. We're the poor. They look at us, who is this guy? You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me if I can eat my bacon.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But if LeBron would come, this is my diet. I don't eat bacon. That's why I could jump like this. I could be athletic. Oh shit, I'm not eating bacon no more, dude. I'm trying to be like LeBron.
Yeah.
Drake says some shit. They're gonna do it, bro.
Yeah.
That's how Esau uses our people. What? To blind the minds of us, man. Because ultimately, Jake looks up to Jake, man.
Yeah.
We don't really regard Esau like, they do, but you know what I mean? To the point of like, how do I say this?
Yeah, Rothschild is not gonna, how J. Cole can fill up a stadium?
Yeah.
Rothschild is not gonna fill up a stadium. Exactly. Who's this guy?
Water.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna go listen to this guy?
Mm-hmm. Because ultimately, we're the talent of the earth, man.
Yeah.
As it says in Jeremiah 50, you're the former of all things. We make the world go around.
So that's why the Lord is not dealing with the celebrities, man. The Lord is dealing with the underdog.
Yeah.
The lowers, as it says, he went to go to he brought out his can any good come out of Nazareth?
Yeah.
So the Lord is not dealing with, because if Jay-Z was telling the people, yeah, I'm an Israelite now, I follow after the YAHAWASHI, this is the way. You'll be everyone will be here.
Yeah, the whole world, bro.
The whole park will be here listening to what we're saying. But this,
guys?
yeah, but this is a secret counsel.
Yep.
The Lord, that's why the Lord was speaking in parables unto the people. It's not for everyone to receive, okay? Only for a few. Back to the is there a lot on that? Okay.
Couple more verses. Matthew 27 and verse 23. And the governor said, "Why? What evil had he done?" And they cried out the more, saying, "Let him be crucified."
They had no answer.
Yeah.
They didn't do any evil, but because of that hate, because of that envy, because they wanted because Yahawashi was what it said, I came to testify that the world is evil. Okay, and our people are evil. It came to the whole time Yahawashi was doing the ministry, like the brother said, he was cussing people out. He was putting people in their places. He was making people feel uncomfortable. Yeah. He was that mirror, making them realize, you're wicked. Change, and they hated that, man.
Yeah. The scripture say he was an austere man.
Yeah.
So he wasn't sugarcoating shit, man.
Yeah.
Raw, bro. And when somebody tells you something that hurts, man, your heart, you get that little pound. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Damn, shit, bro.
Yeah, you want to get out of there.
You want to get out of there, but you start
Uncomfortable.
backing up a little bit, shit, I gotta go, And then you go talk about it to your friend, and for your friend to comfort you. Yeah, he's wicked. He told me that too. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
You know, that's what people are saying, man.
Let's kill him.
You know, he told me the same thing too. Fuck him, man. Who is it to tell us what we're supposed to do?
Yeah.
You know?
This is the new guy. I got all the precepts.
Yeah.
But there's a event when they brought that woman, and they wanted to, yeah, that adulterous woman, they wanted to cut him, you know, they wanted to see, oh, what is he gonna say. Yeah. You know, they wanted to cut Yahawashai. They wanted to at every situation they wanted to snare him. But then what did Yahawashi say? What did Yahawashi do? He started writing down their sins on the floor, and then he said, "What? He that is without sin cast the first stone."
Mm-hmm.
One by one, they had to go. They couldn't stand there. It's like, oh shit, man, yo, this guy is too much, man.
Conscious,
you know? Yo, like the brother said, yo, they had to team up and say, yo, we have to kill this guy.
Yeah.
There's no other way, you know, because he's too. He is. It says he was an abomination. He was even grievous unto us to behold. Yahawashi was grievous even unto our people, even to the 2/3, man. He was grievous unto them because he was too bright, man. You know?
Yeah, even us, man. You know, how our people looks at us, man. You know, if you tell them you don't eat pork or you don't do this, you know. If you tell them basically in a nutshell that you're following after the laws, but not tell them directly, they look at you like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy, man? Can you smoke a blunt?
Don't bring him back.
Don't bring him back here, you know? Because they we're that light, man. You know, yeah, I wish I said you are the light of the world. Because we have this truth, man. We have the understanding. We know the proper ways, follow the laws. But in this world, you know, the law is not established. So if you go after the laws, therefore what? We become an enemy unto the world, man.
Yep.
You know, he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey.
That's it. Why is that? Because they hate him that rebuketh at the gate. You know? Like I read, and like I said before, Yahawashi came to say that it said the world hated not you, but it hated me.
Yeah.
You know, and we're coming in the stead of Yahawashi. Yeah. We're coming in His name.
Ambassadors.
We're ambassadors of the Lord. So whatever He said, we're saying it too. It's the same message. So the fact that we're enemies of the world, we're enemies of this society, we're enemies of wickedness, and in return, they're enemies unto us.
Right.
You know?
Says verse 24, when Pilate saw that he could not prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude.
They were ripping their garments, flipping tables. They wanted Yahawashi to die, man. Those were the demons in those people wanting Yahawashi to be crucified, to die. You know, as it says, there was those demons that said, "Is it now time?"
Yeah, are there time to take us before time?
Yeah, to torment us. Yahawashi is set to torment these people, man. To torment, the light is set to torment the wickedness and the lies of this world, man.
It says, and he washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person.
Even Esau acknowledged, Yahawashi is just, Yahawashi is innocent. I don't want no part of this, man. But don't worry, Esau, you're gonna get what you deserve at the end of the day, regardless. You know?
Says, see ye to it. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and on our children.
Wow, his blood be on us and the children, man. Imagine that, man. You know, they weren't thinking about the consequences. They weren't thinking that Yahawashi is gonna come back in the last days as a lion, all right, to get his vengeance, man. In Revelation 1 and 7, you know, behold, we come in clouds, every eye shall see him, even those that pierced them, man. Yeah. So you wicked niggas that said back then, let his blood be upon us and our children. Hey, you're gonna get visited in these last days, man. The Lord's gonna require that blood that He said to be on you, man. He's not mocked, man. Whatever you sow, you're gonna reap.
Yeah.
You know, He requires that which is past, man. Yeah. You know, back then they don't think they're gonna get any consequences. You know, but hey, Yahushua's coming as a lion, hey, to get that vengeance, man. You know.
Again, you know that when they said let His blood be upon us, we have to go through it in slavery. You know, we went through it, man. You know, being under the Edomites and that horrific oppression, horrific captivity. You know, we can't even start there's no point in going to how much we suffered and had to endure under the regime of Esau Edom, man. Even to this day, we're being oppressed. Okay, even to this day, we're in the land of our captivity, man, and we're seeking on YAHAWAH to come and deliver us. Does it say we have no other king but Caesar? Or is it the next? Just bring out that one and then we'll close it up. In First Samuel, they said they wanted a king. You looking for something?
I was trying to find the season. Is it this one?
Yeah. Try this one.
Say 14. Yeah, it's this one.
Okay.
And this is 1 Samuel 8 and verse 7 to the point. It says, "And the Lord YAHAWASHI said unto Samuel, hearken unto the voice of the people and all that they say unto thee, for they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them."
Okay, read that again. So okay, read that one and then read that one again.
Come.
This one's
Yeah,
lucky.
yeah.
Oh, this is John 19 and verse 14, and it says, and it was
start at 12. So okay.
sorry, 12. Come.
Yeah.
It says, and from henceforth Pilate sought to release him, but the Jews cried out, saying, "If thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. Whosoever maketh himself a king, speaketh."
You are not Caesar's friend. So in the sense, it says what? Those are the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High. What's enmity is like an enemy. For you to be a friendship of the world, you're an enemy to the Lord. Okay? So all these people here that you see that are now walking in the fear of the Lord, they're enemies, man. Okay?
It's funny. They said was that was the Jews that said that?
Yeah.
They're trying to say, "Pale, you're not wicked, man." You know? Yo, it's like, if you let him go, you're not a friend of Caesar. I'm gonna tell Caesar on you.
Tell Satan on you, man.
That's
the
wicked,
fuck?
bro.
Yeah. They're gonna report to Satan.
Crazy.
Yeah? You're not doing your job for the wicked, man. Yeah? We're handing you the Son of Man, you're refusing to kill him. What is this
guy?
Yeah, man. I thought you were the wicked. Yeah? I thought you loved to shed innocent blood, man. What's going on? Yeah?
It says, but the Jews cried out, saying, "If thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend." So like it says, "Whosoever maketh himself a king speaketh against Caesar." Wow.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, that's deep, bro.
Aren't we Yashar Allah? Coming back to the knowledge of that who we are, princes of the power, joint heirs with YAHAWASHI, if we endure unto the end. So now we're enemies of this society. Like I said before, we're against this society, man.
That's crazy, bro. They had more love for fucking Caesar than YAHAWASHI, bro.
Yep.
Wow, man. They actually, they had more love for Caesar than YAHAWASHI. And the Roman, Salaki, the Roman Empire was, the tax, bro, come on, bro. The tax was heavy on our people, man. But yet they love Caesar way more than YAHAWASHI, man. Yo, fuck the 2/3, man. I see why the Lord's gonna do away with them, man. What the fuck, man? They actually they sided with the fucking enemy, man. They trusted the enemy like, no, like this, bro. Yo, I trust Caesar instead, man. I love Caesar. I don't like this guy. Wow, man, that's crazy, man.
They didn't like the rebuke, man. The fire was too much for them.
That's crazy, bro. Bro, the Roman Empire, the tax, bro. You said you love the taxes rather than YAHAWASHI.
He was gonna give you the
world. Yeah, the truth. He gives you the world, man. He gives you a freeness of mind.
Peace.
Rest.
Yo.
But nah, they want to keep going to the job and paying taxes to Caesar.
Yeah, going back to Egypt.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
For the watermelons.
Hey, it's the same thing today here, man. It's the same shit, man. Here it is. You're in an oppressive society. Each paycheck you get, Esau takes a particular percentage, and things you go to buy, he takes percentage from it. Your bills, you're constantly subject to payments. And then we're telling you, yo, come serve YAHAWASHI because our kingdom's coming. Nah, fuck that. I don't want to join that. They don't want to come to us. They want to still stay here and be subject to payments, man. We try to make it to the mid class. Get a fucking Audi or some shit. That's not even yours. You're paying fucking. You're leasing the fucking car.
Lease.
Trying to get a house where the land is not even fucking yours. But when we tell you, when you have the kingdom, you got to have your own land, your own palace. You know, Yahawashi said, out of my father's house, there's many mansions that are going to prepare a place for you. We tell you these things, but Jake's saying, no, man, we love Caesar instead.
Okay. Isaiah 30:12. Wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out of the high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. So basically, again, they trust in oppression. They love this society. Okay, and again, they despise the word, and Yahushua is a representation of the world, of the word. That instance with Pilate and the whole scene is actually, in a sense, that's a spiritual aspect of what's happening there. You know, them putting their trust in oppression and despising the word. You know, and again, it's gonna fall. It says when they say peace and safety, the sudden destruction shall fall upon you, man. Okay, because again, the Lord is speeding up the times, man. The Lord is speeding up the days. Okay, so sooner or later we're gonna be at the end of this wicked kingdom, man. And it's either you're with the Lord or you're against him. Okay, there's no in between. The Lord is not dealing with lukewarmness. Okay.
It says, verse 13, when Pilate therefore heard that saying, he brought Yahawashi forth and sat down in the judgment seat in a place that is called a pavement, but in the Hebrew, Gabbatha, and it says, and it was the preparation of the Passover about the 6th hour, and he saith unto the Jews, behold your king. But they cried out, away with him, crucify him. Pilate said unto them, shall I crucify your king? The chief
even the wicked acknowledged that Yahushua was the king. You know, maybe he said it in a joking manner, but that was the spirit. He told, yo, that's your king, man. Yahushua is the one, man. You want me to crucify your king? You know?
It shows you it was the spirit of the Lord that was on Pilate.
Yeah.
Because his wife said what? She had a dream.
Yeah.
And the Lord speaks through people through dreams. So there was a spirit of Pilate and his wife basically proving that, yo, this is Yahushua. So that was probably a joking manner. But that was the spirit of the Lord. Like, yo, you know?
Yeah.
Shit.
And even when you started, it said he sought to deliver, to free Yahushua.
Yeah.
It wasn't his intention to kill Yahushua.
Yeah.
It's the Jews, the wicked Jews, that wanted to destroy Yahushua.
Yeah, because if he didn't do it, man, yo, Jake was gonna fucking run hell in that particular area, man.
Yeah.
You know how Jake, when they get roused up, man?
Yeah.
You can fuck with Jake when they get roused up.
Fuck.
You know, he said, Pilate was like, shit, I can do nothing, bro. Yo, the upward, bro, Jake, bro, yo.
Fuck.
That's why in these last days, once Judah rises up, man, you know, yo, it's a done thing, man. But hey, Pilate, he saw that, he's like, yo, these people, yo, right now, yo, if I don't do this shit, man, yo, they're gonna destroy the little status that I have, man.
Shit, and then I have to deal with Caesar.
Then I'm at the emphasis to Caesar.
Yeah, man, yeah. What do you want me to? I wash my hands from from Yahushua's blood, man. You know.
It says, but they cried out, away with him, crucify him. Pilate said unto them, shall I crucify your king? The chief priests answered, we have no king but Caesar.
Bring it up. Fucking niggas. Yeah.
This is 1 Samuel 8 and verse 7. It says, and the Lord YAHAWASHI said unto Samuel, hearken unto the voice of the people, and all that they say unto thee, for they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them.
Read that again.
This is 1 Samuel 8 and verse 7. And the Lord YAHAWASHI said unto Samuel, hearken unto the voice of the people, and all that they say unto thee, for they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them.
So I can read that last part.
It says, this is John chapter 19 and verse 15. But they cried out, away with him, crucify him. Pilate said unto them, shall I crucify your king? The chief priests answered,
the chief priests too, huh? Those are the leaders of Israel.
The Don Dada.
Yeah.
Says, we have no king but Caesar.
And in that instant, that's what they said. They rejected Yahweh by rejecting Yahushua, they rejected Yahweh as the ruler.
Yeah.
Okay. They decided to in a sense, that's in a sense we could say that they bowed down to the beast. You know, they bowed down to Esau Edom and his system. You know, completely turning their backs from the Lord, man. Okay.
That's pretty much
Yeah,
That's about it. That's
pretty much
about it. You know, Lord willing, this was edifying. You know.
God, hey, so we're gonna close it off, man. By giving all praise, honor, and glory.
YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI.
Hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, we're gonna say shalom.
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 Shalom Israel.
Good.
Shalom.